Hello, the question I'm going to be answering for this week comes from Jordyn Cooper, and it states, how do you think a country like Spain should address citizens that have a conflicting identity with the nation's identity? Should a state demand undying loyalty or try to find a mid-ground between the identities, or if they wish, should states allow groups that identify separately from the nation to become their own sovereign nation? So, I think that the only way to address something like this, people that want to be sovereign or a separate identity from a whole nation, would be to live with it. So people want control. People want the ability to maximize themselves through minimizing others. And this is how I think that these larger states formed, and the identity formed through people following, through a following and rules being put in place. So for example, America, several times where America could have pretty much stayed in their own lane and had other people around them doing anything, whatever it is that they chose to do, would be LGBT community. The existence of black slaves in America that have essentially turned their backs on westernized religion and culture despite the hundreds of years that this tradition and belief were beat into them physically and passed down from generation to generation. Now, I think that people are starting to turn their backs on that more so now in 2019. And as far as the second part of your question, allowing groups that to identify themselves separately is still under the notion that the larger state has some power or some type of power in what the other party is doing. So the quickest and easiest way to resolve the issue of sovereignty between nations is for everyone to pretty much just worry about themselves and not want to spill out into other lanes, other people's business, pretty much just stay in your own personal lane. And it's not really much of a political aspect to this that I can give, but sometimes things come down to the plain and simple reality of people overstepping boundaries. And this has been seen in mankind since the beginning of time with the raping and pillaging of women, seizing land, and, like I said, slavery. So that's what I think about that.